Patty here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And today I'm going to be talking about the benefits and uses of chia seed, one of my favorite seeds to use. And this video will be going in the playlist of herbs and more benefits and uses. I know at least over 90 videos in there right now. And so even though it started off just being about herbs, I try to cover many other healthy things as well, such as coconut oil, raw cacao, and many other things. So I'm going to start off talking about the nutrients and the benefits, and then we'll get into some of the uses. Chia seed, which is also called Salvia hispanica, is surprisingly, this one kind of blew me away, it's in the mint family. And I've never, until I started putting this video together, had looked at what a mature chia plant looks like, and I realized obviously it's in the Lamicae family. I know that chia is usually pretty easy to grow, but it is native to South America. However, I'm going to try some. Since I have all these raw chia seeds, organic, I went ahead and took a small handful and stuck them in a pot to see if I can get them to grow, because again, they're one of my favorites. And though I'll be talking mostly about the seeds, know that the leaves also can be used for teas and more. The nutrients you're going to find in there are alpha linolenic acid, fiber, protein, manganese, calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, and it's like I'm always saying, and I looked until I could find it for sure, pretty much any food that you can find that has calcium in it, you're also going to find magnesium and or potassium and or manganese and or phosphorus, because all these things work together. And it seems like every time, if I look deep enough, I can find the three, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, all together in the same one. And so best way to get those supplements is from things like these. Other nutrients would be B1, B2, B3, zinc, quercetin, among many other antioxidants, copper, omega-3 and 6. There's 9 essential amino acids. The two main properties is that they're anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, and just those two things alone each have their own grouping of benefits to the body and things that they can help with. So let me list those off. So they can be very helpful for a diabetic because it helps to reduce your blood sugar levels. It can be helpful at weight loss, good for bone health and preventing osteoporosis. It's beneficial to your heart health and decreases your risk of heart disease. Very good for digestive health. You'll know there's about anything that's going to have a gelatinous property when you soak it. That just tells you right there that it's going to be good for your gut health. So flaxseed can fall into that too, though flaxseed needs a little more soaking than your chia seed to get to that point, or at least grinding, because it has a much harder outer shell. It can help to lower a chronically high blood pressure. Just remember, blood pressure is made to go high and low as needed. All throughout the day it can change, but if it's chronically high due to stress or other underlying conditions, this is one of the things that can help bring that back down to a more normal flow like this. One of the ways it helps with weight loss is it reduces triglycerides in the blood. Is good for your dental health, and a lot of athletes like it for the energy boost it gives them. It can be very beneficial to those with arthritis, so that would be that anti-inflammatory property that they have. Also good for eye health, skin health, prenatal health. If you have really high cholesterol levels, it can help bring those down to a more normal level. But again, we should stop looking at cholesterol as being an evil thing. Everything has a balance, and it can all be about what we eat and how we eat, and not being afraid of good things like healthy eggs, including the yolk, and so much more. And because of its antioxidant properties, it can reduce cancer risk or even help fight certain cancers. And it is very helpful for those with anxiety and depression. So it can be very mood boosting. Now, first let me talk about how I commonly use chia seed. My two favorite things to do with chia seeds is to add to yogurt, especially when you're making homemade yogurt, and sometimes you get those yogurts that just never get as thick as others. You can mix in chia seeds and other seeds like flax and just let them soak for a while, and that will help thicken up the yogurt, plus you're getting the benefits of the seeds. The other most common thing I do with my chia seeds is to add them to any breads that I'm making, be they pancakes, all of my yeast breads. So I put in chia seeds, flax seeds, poppy seeds, and hemp seeds in those. I do have a video on making yeast breads. I have just a basic yeast bread recipe, and yes, I do sourdough on occasion, but it's not our favorite. I have my own yeast bread recipe that I just love, and I use it for many things, and I show how I add the seeds in there, and they do get soaked before I really finish out the dough. So I'll link to that video down below, which also includes a link to the written recipe for free. I don't have any of my content behind a paywall. Now, I have actually made a raw jam using chia seeds. This only works with certain types of things. I know I tried it with something, and no matter how many ground chia seeds I put in or how long I let it soak, it never turned to jam. But I think when I did plain strawberry, that one turned out really good. And I have also started adding a little bit into just a glass of water or juice and just drink that down. Usually it's juice in that case, just a small glass, put in about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of chia seeds and let them soak for a little bit and drink them down. Soaking them first is really important because that's going to make it more of all the stuff in there more bioavailable, or at least make sure you're chewing them up or grind them up. And other things, and I've done some of this too, is add to hot cereal. So whether that be oatmeal, or even if you're making a granola, you can make granola and you can throw your chia seeds and some other things into the granola. And you can also, back when during that time that I was a vegan, flaxseed or chia seeds would be something I would use in place of an egg in recipes. So you take about a tablespoon of those and then you let them soak in about 3 tablespoons of warm water. And then that makes a great egg replacement for those who can't have eggs or who are vegan. You can add them to salad dressings and to smoothies. You can use them to thicken gravies and sauces. I've done that as well with chia and flax seeds. They can make great thickeners. Though just keep in mind they take on a more gelatinous consistency than maybe something using like some type of flour would. Some people grow them as microgreens, like people will do with broccoli and certain other things. And the recommended dosage is going to be 1 to 3 tablespoons a day. It's going to depend on the person. Now, just like with anything, there's always going to be precautions, no matter how safe and healthy something is. So a lot of the things that we're looking at is people who are already on medication for something. So because this is good at reducing blood pressure, you don't want your blood pressure going too low. So if you're already on medication for high blood pressure and you take the chia seeds too in a medicinal form, which would be up to 3 tablespoons a day, that can cause your blood pressure to drop too low, and you don't want that. But what that tells me is your much better option would be to do chia seeds and get off the blood pressure medication, because I think my personal belief from what I've looked into and studied for quite a number of years is that most, if not all, people that are on blood pressure medications do not need to be on them. They simply need to adjust their diets and find what is causing their body to go into the chronic fight or flight mode, because that's why your blood pressure goes up, because your body is in fight or flight mode. That's why we need our blood pressure to go up, because we need to be prepared to fight or we need to be prepared to run. And so if our blood pressure is way down here all the time, we don't want that. You want it to be able to go up and down. But if it's chronically up here, that means there's something wrong in the body. And sometimes it can be the very medications you're taking for that and for other things that are causing it to go up. So because it's a toxin inside the body, it's a stress that you're putting on the body when you take those medications, thus making your blood pressure go up here and stay up here. So anyway, and also remember, blood pressure is going to be different per person. It shouldn't be the same for everyone, and it's going to be different all throughout the day. Everybody does not have the same blood pressure. It's going to be different according to your age, your size, your weight, all of these things, your activity level. So anyway, I got to throw that out there. So yeah, don't forget to check out my playlist in the description box down below and any other video links I plan on putting in there. And if you would like to share what is your favorite way to use chia seeds, and have they helped you health-wise with anything? And also storage, by the way, I vacuum seal them into jars. So I just have it sitting out here because this is my newest purchase from Azure Standard. I'm going to be packaging these up into jars and vacuum sealing them for long-term storage. That is the way you can get any of your seeds to last for a very long time, is by vacuum sealing them into jars. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.